Hello everyone, this is the pre-market report video for today 15th May 2024 for the Indian stock market in terms of Nifty and Bank Nifty. First, a quick takeaway. Yesterday, for the third day in a row, Nifty closed on the positive note. The main positive contributors were Reliance, metal and auto stocks. Here, metals were positive purely due to stock specific, since yesterday there was an issue in the Chinese property market. So, as a sector, it has to be negative. But however, as I said, stock specific like Jindal Steel quarterly results made that stock price to increase over 4%. Similarly, Hindalco subsidiary filed the IPO listing in US, which made that stock price to increase over 2%. Then auto sector wise, yesterday Society of Automobile released the report. At present, there is a strong consumer sentiment, and that in April month drives the growth in all the segment. Particularly, that report showed the demand increase for M&M vehicles and Hero Motors. So, yesterday, M&M increased near 4% and Hero Motocorp share price increased to over 3%. Now, coming to Reliance, on Monday itself, I saw there were various reports that claims like over 40 Indian mutual funds having buy rating in Reliance kind of. But there is no specific mutual fund name, so I didn't add in the last pre-market video. In addition, yesterday sometime in the morning, Nuvama released the detailed analysis of Indian mutual fund holdings report based on the monthly report that was released by Association of Mutual Fund earlier this week. According to Nuvama report, in the April month, Indian mutual funds added 32,800 crore rupees worth of new stocks in their portfolio. In that, they increased the stocks of Reliance Industries, HDFC Bank, Axis Bank and Kotak Mahindra Bank. On the other hand, they reduced their portfolio holding in ICICI Bank, Bajaj Finance and Jio Financial. So by looking the stock price action, we can say this report did influenced for its part. For example, Reliance and HDFC Bank closed positive, whereas ICICI Bank and Bajaj Finance closed on the negative side. Here, mutual fund did reduce their holdings in HAL and Bharat Electronics, but those two stocks got other defense sector induced positives like Russia agreed to buy over $4 billion worth of products. So overall, 11 out of 13 major sectors closed positive. Institution wise, for the 9th day in a row, FIA was net sellers. Yesterday, the net sold for 4,065 crore rupees, whereas DIA net bought for 3,530 crore rupees. So these were the takeaway from yesterday's Indian market. Now let's move to the US market. All the macro data related, whatever released last night in US was against the market. The wholesale inflation data on monthly basis in both metrics, core as well as overall, both increased 0.5% in April month compared to March month. Both of them higher than what market expected. Then in the banking conference, US Fed chairman mentioned that despite the Fed monetary policy's restriction, still consumer spending and business investment is very strong, which kind of causing the concerns on inflation. So he expects to keep this higher interest rate for longer period of time. Clearly, both wholesale inflation data as well as Fed chairman's comment both was against what market wanted. However, last night US President Biden introduced the new bundle of trade tariff increase on various Chinese imports such as electric vehicle, semiconductor chip, critical mineral, solar cell, battery, steel, aluminum and medical products. Hence, all those related counterpart, US based production company stock price increased. Like Tesla added another 3% extra last night on top of the Monday night increase. So all three US major index closed on the positive note. Dow Jones increased 0.32%, S&P 500 up by 0.48% and Nasdaq increased 0.75%. In case of VIX, it dropped 1% and moved below 13.5 from above 13.5. One more thing, all these new trade tariff is very negative for China, so most probably Chinese market might trade today negative, which might affect our metal and other related stocks like UPL. However, I don't know what the metal exporting deal between India and America. For example, if this tariff didn't affect India means, and also India is allowed to export those metal products to US means, then possibly we can consider this as positive for metal stocks, but I don't think so. And also disclaimer, I don't know. Anyway, in line with the US market, early morning today, Gift Nifty further increased and closed at 22,372, equating it with the spot market. It's indicating the gap up opening of 50 to 70 points. About Indian ADR, only Wipro closed on the positive note. Other than that, all other three closed flat to positive. Then regarding oil, this high US wholesale inflation and OPEC countries' future oil demand report both influenced the oil price to down near 1%. At the time of this video, WTI crude trading around 78.5 US dollars per barrel, whereas Brent crude trading at 82.75 US dollars per barrel. These are the things from yesterday's global market. Now let's move to new India related info. First, yesterday in the BSE event, Indian Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman delivered a keynote speech like because of the increased retail traders participation in options market, there is an increased challenges in investor sentiment and household finances. So, Finance Ministry and SEBI are working on addressing this issue, which they will issue the notice in due course. Honestly, I don't know its impact, how this concerns about retail option traders will transfer into the market today, but this is the information. I let you all decide its influence. Second, regarding quarterly results, out of all that released yesterday in the aftermarket hours, only Colgate Palmolive posted good Q4 results because of healthy demand. On the contrary, all others mostly were negative. Bajaj Electrical and Devyani International both profit missed the analyst estimation due to the sluggish demand. PVR Inox one step above, they posted increased more than expected loss. Then for Apollo Tyres, their Q4 profit falls on higher tax expenses. So overall, only Colgate Palmolive is good, all others not so, including Airtel. Airtel is kind of mixed. Their Indian segment business grown by over 13%. However, due to the currency devaluation in Africa, Airtel's revenue missed the analyst estimation. Still, on the positive side, ARPU, average revenue per user, comes as 209 rupees per user against expectation of 208 rupees per user. Finally, like how in the last 2 days, Citigroup and Fitch Rating released their report on Indian banks. Similarly, another famous rating agency, Moodys, released their own report on non-banking NBFC stocks. They said in the last financial year, NBFC Companies, because of stronger credit growth, its business increased by 22%. Due to this, new RBI's all-high capital allocation requirement, that in the next 12 to 18 months expect to increase further only 15%. I consider this as positive since at present market valuing NBFC's companies much worse than 15% growth. Let's see. One more thing. Lately, we know pharma sector is rallying mainly because of Cipla, which is okay as they posted good Q4 results. Now, the problem is, yesterday as per CNBC, Cipla promoter sold over 2.5% of their stock holding in the bulk deal kind of. So probably Cipla will be on focus today. As a summary, though the US market index closed positive, market might trade with some cautiousness since tonight US consumer inflation for April month is scheduled release. In addition, this new US tariff might influence Asian market on the negative side. So broader global momentum is not so positive as US market, hence the nervous in ADR. However, for now, on the positive side, Gift Nifty indicating the gap up opening of above 50 points. Moving on, as per stock open interest, PVR Inox, Berger Paints, Divi's Lab and Alchem Lab got an increase in open interest along with a negative close indicates the short build-up. On the other hand, Birla Soft, Shree Cement, Oberoi Realty, ABB India and Marico got an increase in open interest with a positive price close indicating the long build-up. About the things to look out, during our market time at 2:30 p.m., Europe's GDP growth and industrial production data is scheduled release. Then in night, as I said earlier, for US, very important US consumer inflation and retail sales data for April month and weekly crude oil inventories are the important items we need to keep an eye out today. Coming to technical, Nifty opened flat. After initial hour of volatility, it started to increase and finally settled around 22,220. Thus, on the daily chart, Nifty formed green candlestick pattern with minor upper and lower shadow. In addition, Nifty moved closer to 50-day exponential moving average 22,220 and closed just below the lower band of the rising channel. RSI is also indicating bullish momentum. As a overall, Nifty indicating a confirmation of a bullish reversal. However, it needs to sustain the momentum. Hence, in the near term, a decisive move above 22,250 could propel the Nifty towards the higher level of 22,600 in the short term. Conversely, a failure to maintain the levels above 20,200 might trigger the selling pressure in the market. Then, in case of Bank Nifty, it opened 30 points gap up and extended uptrend for the second straight session with a higher high, higher low formation. Thus, on the daily chart, it formed bullish candlestick pattern. Despite that and positive close, Bank Nifty failed to close above the resistance of 48,000. So to sustain the upward momentum, it has to decisively surpass this mark, which might trigger the short covering towards 48,500 level. On the downside, the support is at 47,500 to 47,400 zone. On the options front, the maximum call option open was at 23,000 strike, followed by 20,500 and 20,600 with maximum call option writing at 20,600 strike, then 22,500 and 22,700. Whereas on the put side, the maximum open test was at 22,000 strike followed by 21,000 and 21,500 with maximum put option writing at 22,100 strike, then 22,000 and 22,200. From options data, 22,500 to 20,600 level is the upside resistance and the support is at 22,200 to 20,000 zone. So that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing the channel and liking the video so it will help me beat the YouTube algorithm and also motivate me to do more. Please don't make any investment decision based on this as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I am doing this for me and viewers educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.